Welcome again to Marketing 2700 Product Design and Development. This is part two and the course overview. I'm Brad Scheller, and I'll be your guide for this semester. This first video is your roadmap, everything you need to know about how this course works, what you'll build, and how to succeed. So let's dive in. So let me begin by telling you what makes this course different. This is not a traditional product development class where you read about frameworks and take exams about things in the past. This is AI augmented product development, a practical guide, I hope, that takes you from raw concept all the way to functional prototyping. The world has changed. AI tools have collapsed the barrier between the idea and the working product. 5 years ago, building a prototype required coding skills, design expertise, and months of work. Today, with the right tools and methods, you can go from concept to clickable prototype in days. That's what we're going to learn. Not just the theory, the actual doing. By the end of this course, you won't just understand product development, you'll have built something real. Again, my goal is for you to take away from this course a competitive advantage to help you not only when you start your career or continue your career, but also in the future as artificial intelligence makes more and more inroads into our working environment. So let me be specific about what you'll walk away with. This course is designed to equip you with a concrete set of marketable skills and a tangible project to showcase them. By the end of our 14 weeks together, you will have, first, mastered the frameworks used by the world's best product teams, StageGate, lead user methodology, design thinking, and more. These are the same processes used at companies like Apple, 3M, and Google. Second, you'll have developed a fluency with a suite of cutting-edge AI tools, not just awareness, actual fluency. You'll know when to use Notebook LM versus Perplexity, how to prompt mid-journey for professional results, how to build functional prototypes with tools like Claude Code. Third, and this one is the big one, you will have built a real product from initial concept to a functional prototype, not a mock-up, not a slide deck, a working prototype. Fourth, you'll have presented your work and strategy to me, representing a panel of industry professionals, real feedback from real practitioners, and finally, you'll leave with a substantial portfolio piece that demonstrates your capabilities to future employers or investors. This is not busy work. This is career capital. So our approach rests on 3 pillars, and they work together. Pillar 1, you're going to learn the frameworks. You'll master both traditional new products, development processes, and the new AI augmented methods that are transforming the field. We'll do this through weekly videos, readings, and case studies. You will need to understand what came before to appreciate what's changing. Pillar number 2, apply immediately. Theory without practice is just trivia. Every week, you'll put concepts into action through discussions and hands-on assignments using real AI tools. You won't just read about brainstorming techniques, you'll use them. You won't just learn about prototyping, you'll prototype. Pillar number 3, you're going to build something real. This is where it all comes together. You'll engage in a semester-long team project, taking a product from raw concept to a functional, presentable prototype. By week 14, you'll stand in front of me, representing industry professionals, and pitch what you've built. These 3 pillars reinforce each other. The framework will give you the structure, the applications build muscle memory, the projects give you proof. I will say right now that you will seemingly be overwhelmed with reading material, things to watch. Don't worry, I'm going to give you tricks to rapidly get through that and make it a breeze. The reason I'm doing this, you need to keep up with what's going on in the AI world, and it is overwhelming, and you need to learn these skills as well. Let me walk you through the project timeline. This visual shows your path from problem to pitch over 14 weeks. In week 2, you'll be posting analyses and discussion forums that provide your classmates the opportunity to see the quality of your effort and the quality of your work. This is going to influence who wants to work in a team with you, so make sure you do your best. By week 4, you will form your teams and select your problem space. This is where you'll identify something worth solving. You'll submit a user research report. That's 2.5% of your grade. And this is where you're going to prove you deeply understand your users. You will learn how to conduct rapid, valuable, and insightful research using tools like NotebookLM and Perplexity. Week 6, concept development. You're going to generate multiple concepts and build low fidelity prototypes, about another 2.5% of your grade. I'll give you a framework to evaluate your alternative ideas and help you decide which one to focus on for your project. In week 8, spring break, no deliverables, but I hope this is where you'll have a chance to take it to play around with some of the tools to develop a prototype. It'll give you a chance to recharge as well, I hope. Week 10 is a big one. This is where your working prototype demo occurs. This is 7.5% of your grade. You'll present a functional, interactive prototype to the class, not slides, not mock-ups, something that works. Week 12, you'll submit your go-to-market strategy. How will you actually launch this? 2.5%. And this is where you're going to utilize a lot of the framework stuff you're going to go through in the early part of this course. And week 14 is the finale. Your final presentation and report, that's 10%. You'll deliver a comprehensive pitch to a panel that includes your classmates and me. Added up, that's 25% of your total grade, project-based. This course rewards builders. Let's take a look at how each week flows. Master this rhythm and you'll thrive. Monday, new module opens. Look at the video lecture and the readings and any videos, and this is where you'll start engaging with new material. On Thursday, I'll have a Zoom meeting from 7 to 8 p.m. for general discussion. I may go over any lessons to be taken from a recent case you worked through, or answer questions, or offer help on any issues you may have with the technical issues or whatever the problems might be with the course. Also, your primary discussion post is due by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. This is your main contribution to the week's conversation. Sunday, everything else wraps up. Secondary responses to two classmates, your weekly assignments, and the quiz, all due by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, here's a pro tip, and I mean this seriously. The students who do best in this course treat Thursday as their real deadline, not Sunday. Front load your week. Watch the videos and readings on Monday and Tuesday. Post your discussion by Wednesday. This gives you breathing room for assignments and prevents the Sunday night crunch. So let's talk about the AI tools that you're going to master. I'll organize them by function, starting with research and ideation. For research and synthesis, you're going to learn two essential tools. NotebookLM is Google's research assistant. It's phenomenal. For deep analysis across multiple sources, for uploading PDFs, articles, documents, videos, podcasts, it'll find connections that you'd miss. It generates audio summaries, infographics, which are very powerful, mind maps, slide decks. It's just an incredible tool. It also uses Gemini 3 Pro and Nano Banana Pro, which are both leaders in AI and image generation. I use it all the time, and I'm using it now on a startup I'm working on. Perplexity is your rapid fact-finding tool. When you need quick, sourced answers with insightful follow-up questions, Perplexity delivers. Ask it a question, it'll answer, and it'll give you 5 or 6 things you might not have thought of to follow up on, and it'll give you answers to those. For ideation and writing, you'll develop fluency with 3 large language models. ChatGPT 5.2 or Gemini 3.0 will become your brainstorming partners. And Claude Code is what I use for deep analysis and long-form strategic thinking. It's exceptional at nuanced reasoning and writing. And Gemini provides multimodal capabilities, which integrates seamlessly with the ecosystem of Google. Now, here's a key insight. Each tool has a strength. Part of your learning is knowing which tool fits which tasks, and we'll cover this throughout the semester. Now let's cover design and prototyping tools. For visual design, Midjourney remains the gold standard for professional grade, high quality images, and it even converts to video now. You learn to prompt it effectively. ChatGPT's Image 1.5 is an excellent for quick visuals concepts as well as editing, images as well as editing images. And for designs that require clear, legible type within images, Gemini's Nano Banana Pro is fantastic. It's your go-to. On the prototyping side, things get exciting. We're going to use Visual Studio Code, and that's a powerful integrated development environment, or IDE, and it's a software application that basically consolidates the basic tools developers need to write and test software into a single graphical user interface, also known as a GUI, GUI. Claude Code allows you to build functional prototypes even without prior coding experience. You describe what you want in English, it generates working code, writing prompts for text to image, and with Claude skills, it extends this to professional design and wireframing, PowerPoint presentations, Excel spreadsheets, Word documents, etc. And there's a growing ecosystem of open source applications for presentations, graphics, and marketing materials. There's so many tools out there, and this is what you're going to learn how to utilize. Important note at the bottom, I'm trying to make sure that all the tools that you're going to use are either have free tiers or student access, so you're not going to have to expend a lot of money on software. And I'll provide guidance on how to access each and how to get great deals on software if you want to purchase. So the barrier between thinking about an idea and actually developing a prototype has never been lower, and that's what we're leveraging. Now, your contributions in the discussion forums are going to be a key part of your grade. And let me show you the difference between a weak post and a strong post. This is going to save you frustration and boost your grades. On the left is an example of a weak post. Quote, I agree with the case. The company made good decisions. That's it. What's wrong? It's vague. No insight, no evidence, no application of course concepts. This earns a C at best. And on the right, a strong post. Kodak's failure wasn't about technology. They invented the digital camera in 1975. Their failure was organizational. The firm's division profit margins of 70% plus created institutional resistance to cannibalizing their own business. For our team's product in the fitness space, this suggests we should whatever. What's the difference? Specific insight. They identify the real cause, data-driven evidence. They cite the 70% margins, and direct application to their own work. They connect it to their project. Here's the formula. Memorize it. Insight plus evidence plus application to your work. Every strong post follows this pattern. Insight. What's the non-obvious takeaway? Evidence. What data or facts support it? Application. How does this apply to your project or situation? Follow this formula and you'll excel in discussions. Now, beyond weekly discussions, you'll complete 2 deep case analyses. Together, these are worth 25% of your grade. Major assignments that demonstrate MBA level thinking. Deep case number 1 is Kodak, due in week 3. The theme is, what would you have done? Your task is to apply disruption theory to propose strategic recommendations with clear evidence. Put yourself in 1995. You can see digital coming. What do you recommend? Length is going to be 1,500 to 2,000 words. Deep case number 2 is either Microsoft or Rivian. I'll confirm which, and that's due in week 11. The theme is crossing the chasm. You conduct a full strategic analysis, including financial projections and market sizing. Same length, 1,500 to 2,000 words. Key advice at the bottom. These are your opportunities to demonstrate MBA level thinking. Detailed rubrics will be provided. I will also be providing you directions and advice on how to write a strategic analysis report. Start early. These are not assignments you can rush at the night before. The best papers take a couple of nights of thinking. However, I will allow you to use AI tools to make this work very simple and very fast for you. So I just want you to learn the processes, what tools are available, and what analytical tools are available. And you're going to come out of this exercise with those skills. While we're at it, let's address AI usage directly. My policy is simple. Use it, but use it right. AI tools are encouraged in this course. You will use AI for research, brainstorming, drafting, prototyping. That's not cheating. That's modern professional practice. Other courses and the classes and schools that frown on this are just spitting in the wind. You learn to prompt effectively and critically evaluate AI outputs, and you'll document your AI usage. What tool, what prompt, how you refined it. But, and this is critical, AI tools are not a substitute for three things. First, your own critical thinking and independent judgment. AI can generate options. You must evaluate them. Second, original analysis and unique insight. AI can summarize existing knowledge. You must synthesize and create new understanding. Third, a deep understanding of the underlying concepts. If you let AI do your thinking, you won't learn, and that defeats the purpose. So here's the golden rule. Write this down. If you can't explain it without the AI, you don't understand it well enough. I may ask you to explain your work verbally. If you can't, that's a problem. Use AI as a tool, not a crutch. That habit will get you far in your career. I want to address something. I know that online courses like this can feel isolating sometimes, but I just want you to know you're not alone. So let me walk you through your support resources. So first of all, I'm available Thursday from 6 to 7 via Zoom for meetings. We can talk about whatever you guys want. If you need extra help, I'm available. Just contact me through Canvas, preferably. I don't always get the chance to look at my own email, which is inundated with a lot of garbage and stuff, but I always check out Canvas. We can set up a time for going over whatever issues you might be having with the course and be happy to help. Also, you have the peer support. You're going to hopefully establish your own communication channels, and study groups are going to be a big part of this course, and obviously the team needs to help each other out. Also, you have discussion forums for course-wide questions, and chances if you're confused, others will be too, and you can talk it out there. Then you have the university resources. The writing center can help you with case analyses. I will also. Library research is invaluable for deep dives, and technical support handles any platform issues. The advice at the bottom: when in doubt, ask. Early questions prevent late night panics, and I mean this. Don't struggle in silence. Just reach out, and we'll see what we can do. So let's begin. Over these next 14 weeks, you're going to move from theory to practice, mastering tools and frameworks that will help define modern product development. You're going to come out of this course with a competitive advantage. You're going to build something you can be proud of. And I'm generally excited to be leading you on this semester ahead. The material is what I wish I had learned in business school. The AI tools obviously didn't exist even 2 years ago, but even the frameworks and the analytical skills, I wish I had learned these years ago when I was at Harvard. Your next step, I'll see you in week 2 module. We'll dive into the stage gate process and analyze why most products fail and what the successful ones do differently. Okay, any questions, you can reach out anytime. I'm here to help you succeed. But let's have fun and learn how to build together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in next week's video.